Cooper Marcher here. Grace Joy fostered cats and kittens for as long as she can remember. During all those years, she encountered sick, abandoned, disabled, and abused cats. However, she had never met a cat like Bruno in her fostering career. Grace met him at the shelter after he was rescued from the street. He was one of the most beautiful stray cats the shelter workers had ever seen, but unfortunately, they quickly learned he had some issues. Whenever the staff tried to come close, he would snap at them. It was not just a hiss. Bruno would lash out and attack anyone who came close to him. Labeling him as aggressive, the shelter needed someone brave enough to foster this angry boy. Grace decided to meet him, and to everyone's surprise, he suddenly became the sweetest boy. As Grace said, when I came to meet him, he was surprisingly very warm and friendly. He came right up to the front of his cage and asked for pets. When I opened the cage door, he came out and continued rubbing on me. Even the staff members were shocked at how sweet he was. Grace instantly fell in love with him. Confused as to why everyone would label him aggressive, she brought him home and soon learned the harsh truth. The moment she opened his cage at home, he lashed out at her. He started growling, hissing, and swatting. He wouldn't even let her come close to his carrier. At this moment, Grace realized she would have a difficult time ahead of her. At first, she let him calm down inside his cage while she prepared a room for him away from her other foster cats. Grace decided to document every day with him, hoping his transformation would take only a couple of days. Little did she know the two were about to embark on a long journey together. After 3 days together, he finally decided to give Grace a chance. He came out of his hiding spot, as Grace said in an update. Bruno is starting to show more interest in me and really seems to want pets. He'll slowly approach me, but then quickly gets scared and defensive. I must stay very still and calm because he snaps if I make any sudden movements. It seems like he wanted attention desperately, but deep inside he was extremely scared of humans. Grace felt like he was constantly giving her mixed signals, as she couldn't figure out if he wanted cuddles or to snap at her. So she even made a vet appointment, wanting to rule out any serious issue that might be causing him to behave like this. However, the vet couldn't find anything wrong with feisty Bruno, except some issues stray cats usually have. He seemed to be completely healthy. Both Grace and the vet assumed it was just emotional trauma, and this was his way of responding to it. Sadly, just when Grace thought she made some progress, the unimaginable happened. While she was cleaning his room and his litter box, he attacked her from behind. As mentioned in her update, he quietly sneaked up from behind and attacked my leg. I screamed because I was so caught off guard, and he immediately backed off. Afterwards, he seemed confused and sorry at the same time. He knew what he did was wrong, but his trauma response was to attack and defend himself from any potential danger. Grace was feeling completely fine, but this little setback crushed her spirit. Although Grace knew at the time it would take more than a couple of days to recover from what happened in his past. One night while Grace was sitting in Bruno's room, something amazing happened. He came close to her and gently touched her with his paw. Grace couldn't believe what was happening. For the first time, Bruno asked for some love. This moment proved to Grace that he was worth all the hard work she had been going through. Although he still had some triggers, Grace spent every minute of her day working hard to help Bruno overcome his fears. From that day on, the two became best buddies. Any chance he got, Bruno would come and ask for some love and attention. As Grace shared, he has been the most challenging by far, but with love, time, and patience, we uncovered a gentle soul just craving for love and affection. From that day on, the two became best buddies. Any chance he got, he would come and ask for some love and attention. As Grace shared, he has been the most challenging by far. But with love, time, and patience, we uncovered a gentle soul just craving love and affection. Cooper Marcher here. Ciao.